All right, let's position our next problem in our choice 1 equation. The fraction, decimal, or percent goes in the first box, and we do have a percent number, so that would go here. 70% of, here's our of, this is our times sign, is means equals. So we have a box here, we've placed it. We have a box here between the of and the is, and we have a box here. So the 28 comes after the is, the equal sign. So now I know that what I'm missing here is this number. That's what I have to find out. Of means times, so I'm going to put that in there. And then this box right there is my unknown. I'll call this y. Here's the equal sign that divides both parts of our equation. I have numbers on both sides. So this is going to have to, we're going to have some number jump. 70%, when we're working with the percent, we have to change that to either the decimal or the fraction. We're renaming those. That's why we went through all that trouble to rename from a fraction to a decimal to a percent, because eventually when we started to work with these in actual calculations, we were going to have to be able to change or rename our percent into either a fraction or a decimal so we could work it. So this percent can change to a decimal if we take the percent sign off and move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So this would be 0.70 times y equals 28. At this point, we're going to have to make our 70 leave the unknown. This is what we want to find out. So we're going to have to take our 70 to the other side. We do that through the opposite of multiplication, which is division. That's a division sign. Remember, our division signs are these with the fraction line. So I'm using my fraction line here. 0.70, and I have to go immediately to the other side of the equation and do the same thing. Divide by 0.70. This eliminates. I'm only left with y. Y equals whatever 28 divided by 0.70 is. So that will probably need a little side calculation. When you're working with decimals, you can't have them in the divisor. So we're going to move this over 2 places. This has a decimal point. It's a whole number, so if it were to be shown, it would be after the 8. We would have to put on 2 zeros in order to move this decimal point over. And then that gets placed in the answer. 70, well, 2 is too small. 28 is too small. The very first number that we're going to put down is over this 0. For thinking process, we're going to do 7 goes into 2. That's too small. 7 goes into 28 4 times. And the 4 is placed over the darkened number. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 7, 28. It worked out evenly. And now we are going to have to do a placeholder here on this last, above this last 0 to fill in, so this doesn't look like 4. It's actually 40 because our decimal point is here. Y is equal to 40. So 70% of 40 is 28.